Okay. Do you mind saying your name and telling basically why you decided to do this?
Annette Hickman, and I did this because our soldiers need to be honored, and painting the crosses was my way of also honoring my brother-in-law, Paul. I'm sorry, I'm just a little overwhelmed.
He wants to keep his tray. We'll keep that tray.
I'm just in awe of the people that showed up today, the volunteers, and and it went so quickly. It went so quickly. I'm just amazed.
Tell us about Paul.
Paul, my brother-in-law, a wonderful heart. He loved to ride. He loved serving the military. And he loved his children. My niece and my nephew.
Here's some more garbage in my hair.
Now, what branch did he serve and how did he die?
He was in the Army. He was in Afghanistan when they were training Afghanistan soldiers to learn how to protect themselves, so when the United States pulls out, that they know how to protect themselves. Well, this one individual, what they call a sleeper, he pretended to be one of the Afghanistan people that want to protect themselves, and Paul trained him along with some other men for over a month. Slept with them, ate with them, celebrated the birth of my brother-in-law's grandson. Went in for a meeting, 7:30 in the morning, and he was strapped with bombs. And when they all showed up for the meeting, he blew them up. I don't understand how people can do that in the first place. But then to know that person, to sleep with that person, to eat with that person, I think anger got, I don't know, I'm just so angry with that situation.
What does doing this do for that anger?
Brings it back to where it should be. Honoring our fallen soldiers. Honoring those who have died and sacrificed their lives for us. They do so much for us. This may be just a little thing to do, but it helps me feel better inside.
And how do you, after seeing what happened today, done in half an hour, what, close to 75? I didn't count. 50 to 50 people?
At least 50.
Yeah. How do you feel? What does that do for,
It tells me a lot that the people do care about our soldiers as a community, and I mean, it just shows people do want to honor those who have fought for us.
Good. Thank you. This is
Thank
so
you.
amazing.
I know, I am just so, I'm sorry.
It's so overwhelming to see your effort do this. It's so, congratulations. And not, you know what I'm saying.
I know,
I'm just happy
I
for
know.
you. So tell me what's the plan next?
Well, the plan next is we need to get with the city and get approval from the American Legion and the city for the crosses that J.W. Williams would like to replace with the metal ones. So they gave us samples of 2 sizes today. So that way I take them to the American Legion and with the city and get approval. And then once that's all done, they're going to replace every single one of these with painted metal ones. So this wouldn't be such a hard task to keep up.
Yeah, right, great. And who is J.W. Williams?
J.W. Williams. It's a fabrication company. They build hydration units and multi-wells and stuff like that for the oil field, the natural gas.
Okay, and that all just came because he heard the company heard about your effort to finish these crops.
Yes. One of the employees saw it in your ad or the article in the paper, and Callie McGowan called me up. I used to actually be one of their purchasers. So they called me up and said, "Hey, Annette, what do you think about this?" And I said, "You know what, I actually thought about that, but I didn't, think that, you would do something like that." And he goes, "Let me do some calling." And he did some calling. He called me back, and he says, "We'll bring you a couple of samples."
Great, great. So now what's happening at 11?
At 11 o'clock, we are